History wants you to picture the Colosseum as a man's world: blood, sand, steel, and men. But that picture is totally incomplete, because hidden behind the roar of 50,000 voices were women so lethal, so unsettling, that Rome didn't just silence them, it outlawed them. They were called gladiatrix, and they were never meant to exist. These women weren't some circus act or cheap entertainment. They trained exactly the same way men did. Same weapons, same pain, same risk of death. But there was one brutal difference. To prove they were actually women, and not just slaves in disguise, they often had to fight without helmets, no masks, no anonymity. Rome watched their faces as blood ran into the sand. They took on fearsome stage names, like Amazon and Achillea. Their duels became legendary. They were rare, expensive spectacles that Rome just couldn't look away from. And then, something dangerous started to happen. The arena stopped being a punishment, and became an attraction. Highborn Roman women, the daughters of senators and wives of elites, began abandoning their silk dresses for iron blades. Respectable noblewomen walked away from their luxurious villas to fight under the open sky. Not for survival, for choice, for glory, and that terrified Rome. By 200 AD, Emperor Septimius Severus realized this wasn't just entertainment anymore. These women weren't just fighters, they were symbols. Proof that strength, honor, and independence didn't belong to men alone. And symbols can start revolutions. So Severus did what Rome always did when it felt threatened. He banned them. Female gladiators were erased from the entire empire, or so history claimed. But listen to what archaeology revealed centuries later. In London and Turkey, graves were uncovered, women buried with gladiator lamps, stone reliefs showing to female fighters standing victorious, marked with a single word: liberated. They weren't myths, they weren't fantasies. They were removed from history because they challenged the very order Rome depended on. In ancient Rome, the most dangerous thing wasn't a gladiator. It was a woman who proved she didn't need a master. If you found this piece of hidden history as fascinating as I do, hit that subscribe button for more stories that time tried to forget. Thanks for watching.